So what you need to do is that you have your structure, and you lay it down. You know that, okay, this is week one. What is my company target? What is my personal target? The types of customers I want. Where will I find my customers? You just have that in place. And then we go on to step 3, which is the approach. In order to make a sale, you must have a friendly approach towards the customer. Before you launch into your sales pitch, you need to smile, greet the customer, and introduce yourself and your company. Make sure that the company is not irritated, but sees you as someone that is friendly, and therefore that customer will be in a position to listen to your story. So, for example, you can write the opening sentence and practice it so that you do not have a problem and start just shaking or whatever once you see the customer. You must just be confident and smile and be friendly. Then number 4, opening the sale. Once you have got your customer talking to you, you can get his or her interest by pointing out the need that your product will fill. So you need to plan what you're going to say so that you're able to convince your customer. Then the step 5 is the presentation. You need to show the customer your product and describe some of the selling features of your product. You need to be able to demonstrate how it works and point out some of the customer benefits, so that the customer is in a position to be tempted to buy the product. Then you need to allow the customer to handle and examine the product. This is a very good sales technique. Hand the customer the product, let him or her look at it and handle it. Don't take it back unless they insist. So give the customer the opportunity to talk about the product. The customer must be in a position to ask about the product, and you must be also in a position to have the right answers from what the customer is asking. And then handling objectives. Salespeople are often put off by objections such as, it seems very expensive, or I'm not sure that I really need this. Remember, an objection does not necessarily mean that the customer does not want the product. Often the person is just looking for reassurance that he or she is making the right choice. So you must be observant of this and have a strategic way of how you're going to now convince the customer that indeed he or she has the right products. So you need to give your customer help by saying things like, the price does seem high, but this will last you much longer than the cheaper one, for example. Or, I think you'll find that you will really enjoy wearing this shirt. You will look great in it. Just make your product to look beautiful, and just to convince the customer that this is the right product at the end of the day. So another way of handling objections is to simply ignore them and carry on talking about the benefits of the product or service. Whatever you do, don't argue with the customer. Think about and list possible objections your customer might have. What will you say to counter this objection? So it's very important that you jot down the possible objections that the customer might have and have answers towards those objections that the customer might have. And then step 6 is now closing the sale. This is the most important stage of the sale. Many sales are lost because the seller fails to ask for the sale. Ask for the sale. This means getting your customer to say yes to the sale. Don't simply say, do you want to buy it, as it is too easy for him or her to say no. Rather ask questions like, would you like 1 or 2 of this? Or would you like to pay with cash or a check? Or would you like the red one or the blue one? What size would you like? So questions like this help the customer to make a buying decision, because you're already channeling the customer to that particular product. Ask for more sales. If you feel that the customer is really keen Try for a second sale. Would you also like one for your wife or daughter, brother, etc.?